Wendell, just the whole area. Reach out to us and we can definitely help you with that. Has anyone here ever used professional staging for their listing? Great. So we do home staging. We also provide pre-listing consultations. All of our furniture is for sale, as well as the decor, rugs, lamps, pillows, absolutely everything that we use in the home. Because we are a distributor, we have 30 plus and counting vendors that we've partnered with and have a special relationship with, so that we can also pass over those discounts over to our clients as well. We also do short-term rentals. We can do a full turnkey service. We work with commercial spaces as well. So absolutely anyone that you think of that is going to need any type of furnishing and decor, we're there to service and provide those services to them. Some of the things that we do differently with home staging and some of the stagers that are here in the area, we have very flexible packages, and we also have flexible ways of paying. We know that like your sellers, when they're getting ready to put their home on the market, there's a lot of upfront investment that they have to do in preparing their home for the market, and sometimes that can be costly, and we don't want staging to be something that hinders them and those costs. So we do work with your sellers. A few $100s, we'll get the staging in place, we'll move everything in and get it all set and ready for them. We only collect 25% deposit upfront.
Fantastic.
So we work with the sellers as well, and also with you guys, because it depends. Every situation's a little bit different. Some agents that we work with, they have that part of their marketing package, and they handle the costs of the staging, or sometimes it's on the seller. So yeah, either way, we work with you guys so that it's not that large amount that has to be due up. Something else that we also provide is that the remainder can be handled at closing. So we can take the remainder of that invoice and send it over to the closing attorney's office and have that taken care of as well. We also do not just 1 month. Our packages are there for 2 months. So you actually get 8 weeks staging with us. The reason why we do that is because we know it's great to have the house go under contract really quickly, but then there's all of these other steps and things that you have to go through. So we want the home to look the way that the buyer has fallen in love with it, but there's also that added value, and the home just shows a lot greater when it's having to go through inspections and appraisal and all of the other things that follow once you go through, with the under contract process. So we kind of give you that 2-month period. So it's not like everything looks great and then we pull everything out immediately. So we do work with you guys with that as well. Any questions so far?
Is there any proration if it sells and closes before 2 months?
So if it closes before 2 months, obviously it's going to go to closing. So yeah, then we'll just send that. Like I said, we can send the rest of that invoice over to the closing.
So it is prorated if it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not the full amount is due.
Fine. And yeah. So if we don't sell after 2 months and we want to go for 3 or 4, is it only in 2-month increments, or can we do?
No, we can do a month to month. Okay. So we can work with you on that as well. Always reach out to us, because we know there's so many different situations, the reasons why the house is being put on the market, the budgets that your seller can work with, the budget that you have to work with. So we do provide a lot of flexibility and different things. We'll work with you to make it profitable for your seller and for you as well, right? And again, like I said, we do short-term rentals. We'll go in and actually provide all of the furnishings, set everything up. We can do an actual full white glove, full turnkey service where we bring in all of the small appliances, absolutely everything that your investor needs for their short-term rental, linens, towels, absolutely everything. We'll go in, set everything up, and then it's just ready for the renters to come in with their toothbrush and their personal belongings and start enjoying their time there.
So are they renting that from y'all, or are they just buying what you said?
They buy it, because we sell those furnishings.
Okay.
But we'll actually curate a package for their specific home. And for their like, so every house, and it depends, like, is it a short-term rental? Is it a midterm rental? Is it long-term rental? We'll work with that investor to find the best package for them. What else have I think that's about it for now. Yeah. Any other questions?
Do you have something you're leaving behind with us? Cards or?
I do have pamphlets and business cards. And they're also right on the table with the,
Excellent. Thank you.
yeah. So just reach out to us. Like I said, we like to work with you guys. We know that no two transactions are alike, so we try to provide a lot of flexibility and make sure that your transactions are profitable.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Did everyone? Okay, so I'm gonna pull a card. And it's clear glass, so you know, like.
No cheating.
There's no cheating. Stephanie.
Yeah.
There you go. This is for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, y'all enjoy your class.
Thank
and the
you.
rest of it.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura.
Bye.
All right. CapCut time. Caitlin Jackson. Caitlin with an I.
Do I?
Welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Do you need to cast that?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're gonna,
I'm gonna turn it off.
we're
for a
gonna,
minute.
yeah, that's
Just so
fine.
it's not
Yeah, no, that's totally great. Hi, everyone. I'm Caitlin Jackson with the TKO2. You can find me online at that cosplaying realtor. If it wasn't obvious enough, I'm the cosplaying realtor. I'm going to teach you guys about recording reels today and then how to edit them in CapCut. CapCut has a free version, so don't feel like you have to upgrade to Pro if you're just starting out, but they will give you some freebie taste testers, and I will tell you it's tempting to buy the Pro version after you've used it. You can't go back to free after that. So everybody's always nervous about recording reels, right? We don't want to talk. We don't want our face on the camera. We're just, everything, right? Well, the great thing is, unless you're doing a live video, you can edit, okay? Take the same clip multiple times if you have to, and then in CapCut, you can cut out the pieces you don't like. And next time you're watching even like an interview or something on the news, watch for the cut. You'll notice it. They're in the middle of saying something and then they clearly messed up and then they just spliced in the next part that was correct. No one's gonna care. They're just happy you're delivering them the important, valuable information you're trying to share. And they're also getting to know you. That's why I want to do reels, right? So our future clients who are following us online are getting to know us without actually meeting us, right? So the tools, right? Not fancy. This, maybe an arm, some fingertips, right? This is the basic. You don't have to do anything else than this, okay? But if you want some help holding your phone so you can use your hands or hold up a sign or point at things, tripod. This one goes up to 6 feet tall. Wow. Which is great because it gets that nice high angle and then we don't see our chin on the video, right?
Where'd you get that tripod?
Amazon.
How much about do those tripods run?
You could get it for less than $20. I'm positive.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
This is okay. So this isn't 6 feet. Clearly, I lied somewhere along the line. It's 5. Come on, 5'7". But look at this. We just put our phone in here. Ta-da. And then you're recording. Take your video, wave high. It's not on reverse, so you can't see it. It's over here. Super simple. If you're a talker, I recommend a microphone. Not required if you're going to be talking near the phone, but if you're going to go on a house tour, maybe have you ever seen the real estate agent who like quietly whispers mean things into the video? They're really funny. He's a little political, but she's very funny. There's another one. She plays hide and seek. She says, this is where I would play hide and seek with my grandkids in this house that she has for sale. And then she like hides under a desk and she's like, okay, here I am. And then the next room and so on and so forth. So if you're that kind of person, or maybe you want to do an interview. You know,
Or if you're doing any filming outside,
that's
they're
exactly right.
very helpful because there's always wind background noise.
So this I got also on Amazon. Okay, everybody, Amazon is the prime, the king, right? Little clip-on microphone. You just turn it on. If I could find the power button today, that'd be great. Here it is. Now, are they charged is the question. But then it has a little clip on it, so you can clip it on your clothes. Not in your hair, okay? I've done this, and then you just hear whoosh, 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 whoosh. Not what you're talking about. This little piece that comes with it goes right in the bottom of the phone. Also probably turned on for my demo today. Here we are. And then when you're recording, you have a microphone that's connected directly to your phone. And your voice is going to sound so much cleaner, crisper than if you're yelling at it from far away.
It makes a huge difference.
It makes
I
things.
have to actually have the same microphone.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
I really was like, no, you won't be able to tell the difference, but you can. Especially
If you guys remember CE last year and they did the video at the real estate commission, do y'all remember?
Yeah.
Well, I was starting to do video, or I had been doing video, and I used a microphone, when I was doing it. And then all I could hear was background noise, that whole entire that whole class, 4 hours, all I could hear was, so I wish they had microphones. Because once you hear the difference, you won't unhear it, and you'll want to make sure you have the microphone.
So I have a question for y'all, because this is going to be a bit of a workshop day. I'm not just going to tell you how to do it. I want to show you how to do it. Are any of you feeling like you're interview or talk at the phone people? Yeah? Yeah? Could I get a guest from the audience? Yes, I got Tracy. I get you. Okay.
Never saw that coming.
Never at all. It was staged. So for giggles, we're going to do a quick interview just on camera. And then I'm going to show you guys how I edit it on CapCut. Does that sound good?
And for those, I'm sorry to take over your meeting. I'm not taking over. I just want to say this because when I first started doing video, and I've been on a very long break, but I'm coming back. But when I first started doing video, my problem was this, because I'm distracted by what I'm seeing here and I couldn't just be myself. And it's so important to be yourself when you're doing video. So when you're starting this interview process, pick somebody, pick a friend, pick anybody to interview you and ask you the questions, or if nothing else, hold the camera while you do your thing. You will feel much better if you are not looking at yourself doing what it is you want to do. I promise you, the video will be better because you're just natural that way.
It's true.
So that's why I wanted to do it this way too.
I feel nervous just standing here. My mouth has dried out and I'm like, wow. But also
The queen has, no, I'm just kidding.
no, but for real, it's going to feel that way.
Yeah.
Especially when you do something new. For me, interview styles are new. If you've watched any of my reels, and I'll show you some samples, I don't talk. Okay. I walk around in my pretty cute outfit that I'm wearing and I wave and I smile and I look like I'm pretending to be in character or whatever. Because again, I'm in cosplay when I do a lot of my videos. And then I put text on the screen that people have to read. And then I say, read more below. And I put all the important stuff in the caption underneath the video. But if you want to talk, we're going to talk.
Yeah. And what you guys don't know is you're about to hear something really cool from Caitlin, because this child impresses the snot out of me every day. Seriously. And she's newer to the business. What?
I said I'm going to record that.
This child right here impresses the snot out of me every single day. So, yeah. So I want her to tell a story. You're actually getting two things today. You're not just learning about CapCut, but she's got some really good information to share with you too. So you ready to get started? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hey, Kate. You today?
Hey, Tracy. I'm
Hey,
good.
not any nervous. Get it out. Get it. All right. So I have a question for you that is often asked of buyer's agents. My first question for you, Caitlin, is do you do a buyer consultation, or do you just put your people in the car or meet them at the house and you walk through the house and you say you want to buy it or no?
We definitely do a buyer consultation. I'm a chatty Cathy, if you didn't know. So we probably take about an hour, but I'll lead them through the whole process of buying in North Carolina from start to finish.
Awesome. So what do you do? Like, can you tell me, you talk about the process and then what happens right after? Like, what do we do after we talk through
our presentation that we put together for them.
Yeah, so first things first, we're gonna get them connected with a lender and get pre-approved if they haven't already done that. And then after that, when we get the pre-approval letter, the most important part, we're gonna set up the home search. Is that good?
Right. See, this is why it doesn't matter. She's gonna be able to cut all this part out of us talking right now. She's gonna show you how to cut that out. Yeah, you have to. Leave parts up. This part definitely.
That's right.
So we've done
get the pre-approved, right, we're gonna get the pre-approval letter and then we're gonna set up the home search, right? This is the fun part. They're gonna tell you all your criteria for their house. And then you're gonna be great, let's set it up. Put it in the MLS. They're gonna start getting their ding, 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 ding. Well, what I tell my clients, because we don't want to just look at every house that comes up on the search, right? That's a lot of time, a lot of energy. I say, when you're ready to start looking, you're going to pick your top 6 houses. We're not going to see more than 6 houses unless we really have to. These are your top 6. They look so good on paper that you might just buy it without even seeing it, right? Then we're going to go see those houses in person, and statistically, they're probably going to buy one of those houses. So maybe over the course of 1 or 2 weekends, we then found their dream house.
How many of y'all can say out there that you show people 6 houses and sell them a house? I can't. I've driven people around for 3 years and they never did buy anything, and that hurts a lot. So when I heard that, I was so amazed by that. And there's a key part of this that is so important. Caitlin, if you send me 30 houses to look at, what happens if I don't identify 6 favorites? What happens if I look at those 30 houses and I go, nope, 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 nope.
I'm going to do it.
What? Say that again.
I'm gonna
Say
do
it there.
I'm gonna do it.
So what do you mean you're gonna do it?
So my clients have told me their criteria, but along the way, other than just saying square footage and number of rooms, and I think I'd like a fenced yard, they've said some other really important things, and that's where the listening part of real estate comes in. And I'm a hands-on agent when it comes to the whole process, but also including the home search. I go through the home search with the clients and I make recommendations for homes in the search based on what they've told me that they like, what they're interested in. And we've been pretty successful so far. If there was a situation where there were no homes at all in the home search, I've clearly missed it. And I'm going to go into the MLS on a separate search with similar adjacent criteria and see what I can find. Because maybe they said they needed 2,000 square feet, but I don't know, maybe 1950 is acceptable. And we found the perfect house for 1950.
So Caitlin's done this over and over, and that's what I want the world out there to know, that this girl's special. I would say that, I don't know if I'm speaking for you guys, but I do not look through every single house I send to my buyers to pick out the ones that I think are the best for them. We lost that gift a long time ago, I think, when the internet became our primary source for the information. It's an easy button and we let them handle it. That's brilliant. And I just wanted I want the world to hear that's a value that she brings, and we're sharing it with you guys, that it's an added value that's pretty easy to do if you take the time, but we forgot about it. So thank you, Caitlin, for sharing that with the group and with the world, because when I heard her tell me that, I've known she does that, but I didn't realize she always did it. And she looked at me the other day, last week, and she goes, well, I told him, like I tell all my clients, we're going to look at 6 houses, you're going to pick one, and then we're going to go. And I was like, stop, what? How did you possibly pull that off? And please explain that to me. And I just thought it was really cool. So Caitlin, kudos to you for doing that. And I just think that it's just incredible. And good job, girl. And anybody out there who's looking to buy or sell a house, call her. Okay, are we done?
We're done.
Bye.
We're done. Bye.
That was the example.
So that's a 5-minute video, which would probably be great for YouTube, but not great for Instagram and Facebook. You could put it on Facebook. And, the tickety talk. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it shorter. How do I do this now? I got to remember how to use things. Is this the right TV button? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is
Yes.
this the right TV button?
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry.
No, the other one.
Yeah. No. To the left. That one.
Y'all,
There we go.
what button was I pushing? Who knows? All right, now I gotta figure out the cast button. It's this one. Training room 2. Here we go. Load. This is training room 2, right?
I believe so.
It's thinking. I could do it in the front lobby. Would that work? Great, okay, we made it. Great, here we go. All right, I'm gonna stand over here so you guys can see. Is that gonna go away in a second?
Yeah, well.
See my phone.
The question while we're segueing,
Yeah,
is there a feature that I saw, or am I dreaming, that will, you know how they do the jump cut, or not the jump cuts, but the people will be talking and obviously they've taken out the uhs, the ahs, and all the dead
yeah,
air.
there,
Did I see
if,
that, or
if
am I?
that is a CapCut option, I haven't used it because as I mentioned, I don't typically talk in videos. But I am gonna show you guys a couple of cheats to being able to talk in videos. Okay, hang on. It didn't go away. Exit. Oh, did I ruin it? I did.
It's ruined.
Y'all.
Yeah, what I'm talking about, guys, if you ever watch a video
Oh, I see.
talking,
It
and
was the
obviously
return button.
there's an uncomfortable, you know, you can see where it's just a small cut, just so they're reducing the length of their video, obviously, because they're getting rid of dead air.
It's
But
probably.
it's also kind of a hack where if you do mess up, you don't have to keep stopping. They just
Yeah,
pick it right back up, like you were talking about during a newscast, and then they bring that with the editing.
and I'll show you guys how to do that manually. I don't know what the app is.
It may have been one of my other video production ones.
But I really wanted to quick just show you some of the other reels that I make, so you guys know that if you're not interested in talking, you don't have to. So here's one of a neighborhood. Is there music on the TV? Oh, there is.
Yeah, probably just turn up the volume. That one's usually down.
This is it. So this is, whenever I go to show houses now, I take a video of the neighborhood when I'm driving in, and if it's nice, I learned it from someone else on the internet, okay? I observe others and I copy. So again, here, Mill Creek.
The phone while you're driving?
I did sort of hold my phone out the window and went.
But you're really only going like 20.
I was really only going very slow. This is sped up for the video. Normally, this is like a 2-minute video that I just I cut down and make it go faster.
There's children that live in that neighborhood.
I know.
You're talking 75.
Yeah, I know. So I just added the text, which you could add anywhere on the screen. And then the important part is the comment. Remember I said add it in your caption below. This is where I've added more details. And I'm telling people about this community. All right. Yeah.
Do you have a lot of interaction on those videos?
I have, well, so you can actually see, these are my views, my view numbers right now. I do get people commenting, sometimes. I get more people messaging me privately to ask me questions than they do to leave comments on the video. And I'm okay with that. Yes, I want engagement. I want people to leave comments, but you know, I don't
A
get
lot
that.
of the video, people who do this stuff for professionally in the classes I've taken, they clearly say, don't pay attention to the likes or the comments. Do just put that out of your
They
head.
don't care.
Because sometimes your most effective video has no interaction whatsoever.
Right.
So it's there for constant putting people in front of, putting yourself in front of as many people as you can, as often as you can.
And stay top of mind.
Yeah, it's really just for brand recognition more than anything else. Caitlin is known as a cosplaying realtor. People come up to her and go, aren't you the cosplaying realtor? That's how you build a brand.
That's the marketing, the niche that I've done.
Yeah.
Here's another one. So this is things a home buyer can ask a seller for. Look, I'm just being a derp in the background, but I put important information on top of it, right? It's super easy. And so you've probably seen, I don't know, other professional real estate agents when they're at their laptop or they have a little sip of coffee or they're bringing some papers around a nicely decorated house. You guys could do that too. I just choose to do this because I'm following the weird.
Yeah.
Here's one of new construction. This was my house. That's not my voice.
Yeah.
It sure isn't.
But the app will do it for you. All right, I've taken half an hour to do this class already. So let me open the CapCut.
Really 20 minutes.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so here's CapCut giving me ads. I have Pro, so some of the features I will use might be Pro. I'm just going to tell you that in advance because I'm used to using the Pro, but we're going to try to use free, which just means it doesn't have the little purple diamond on it. That's how you can tell it's the Pro version. So you're going to start up at the top. You're going to click New Project. Oh my gosh, look at all those reels I took today. I was taking reels with one of my lending partners for a reel we're going to do later in the week. But here's the clip of us chatting. I'm just going to click Add. So this is now where we're editing the reel. This is the main page where we're going to edit whatever video or multiple videos. You can add more than one to edit. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
how do I add one if I've already added another one?
See this little plus button here?
Yeah, got it.
Click it.
Got it, I'm on it. Thank you.
And then I can add another one. See, that's where I was like, look, I'm recording a video, but I wasn't actually recording. See, we don't want that one. So we're just going to go back. Okay. And close out. So this is our video. So when you press and hold on your video at the bottom, you can just scroll over. So you can scroll and find like where the video starts. Like this was all of us just chit-chatting, right? So we were like, oh, calm down, shake it out, wiggle, wiggle. I like the wiggle, wiggle.
Shake it out.
I like the wiggle, wiggle. But we're gonna do a part where we can actually like talk. So we're gonna cut it.
Okay, so what'd you do? You found the spot.
So
and
I
then what'd
found
you
the spot, so I drag until about where I think I want to cut. See this white line in the center of the screen? You can drag your video. So there I just wiggled, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, Tracy's probably going to start interviewing me soon. So there's a button down here called Split. We're going to click Split. And then now you see there's this draggable option. We're going to click over here. And then I'm going to click the trash can, delete.
Oh, okay.
This is now the start of the video. I just cut out 30 seconds
So what?
or a minute.
You clicked. Where's split?
Split in the bottom, when you have to click on the video has to be highlighted that you're editing the video.
Okay.
And then down in the lower left corner,
Oh, I see split.
split,
And then delete.
delete in the right corner.
Well, mine's in the middle, but.
Oh, okay. Weird. That's probably because you have less options than I do.
No, it's right, 'cause I'm better than you.
Yes. So here we go. So we're gonna just scroll over a little bit. Here's a 15-second clip because theoretically we want to make it the clip for reels, right? But for the purpose of this, I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes looking for the exact right 15 seconds. So we're just going to split the other half of the video, and I'm going to delete the rest of the 4 minutes of this video because CapCut adds this at the end. It's just a little black screen with your branding or advertising on it. Keep it if you want, change it to say whatever you want. I delete it because it adds a second or two to my time. And if I'm cut on time, I don't need to waste it on a black screen, right? Delete. So here's our video, 15 seconds.
Or do you just push people in the car, meet them at the house, you walk through the house and you say, you want to buy our house?
We definitely do a buyer consultation. I am a chatty Kathy. All right. That's going to work great for the clip, not where I would leave it if I were making this for realsies, but for y'all. So we want to add some captions, right? We should add a caption to every video that has voice, okay? You need accessibility in every video. Also, I don't know if you're like me, but I don't listen to a single video on my phone.
Me neither.
So you should have captions so someone who wants to learn the important information can. You've missed out on a huge audience if you don't have captions. So we are going to unclick out of the video. So we have our main options, and down here it actually says captions. It's going to give us some options. We want to generate from the video. Okay. And then I like it looking cute, and they give you text options. And I like how it uses the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog as the example. Do they have a free one? Here they do. Here, we're gonna use the free one, which you guys have probably seen. It's usually like a deeper male voice saying something silly.
Okay, is
See
that,
the
is
TikTok?
that on the
This is-
upgraded?
This is a free template here.
Oh, I gotta go to template.
If you come down, there's generate from video for the, where are we generating our
I did
captions
that
from.
already.
We're gonna auto detect our language, it's English.
I got it.
And then underneath it, it says CC templates. And if you just scroll over, you'll find the free one eventually. Do you not have templates on your screen?
No, do y'all?
Is anyone else following? Do you have, you see it back there? Okay.
Are you air iPhone or Android? That may maybe.
Oh, I wonder if it's a different layout.
It may be in a different spot. It may be under.
Okay. All right. So I do see now here, it says generate. Generating captions is a pro option. I apologize. I'm teaching you a not free option right out the gate.
Yeah, the free option.
Paid for it and I found it.
I got
I
that.
want to get a certain amount.
But I don't have to share.
You do, you do. You get some free stuff every day. But so here we go. It's thinking.
I got that.
And then it's.
Thinking.
Caption template.
All right. So it has automatically added, you can see underneath the video captions. So now if we play our video, we did nothing.
Pretty cool. Okay. If I learn nothing else, then that's pretty.
We did nothing. That's one of my favorite features. So honestly, you could call that done if you wanted to, right? I don't, because I think a video needs filters, because this is a boring color. So you click out, you always have to click out of your options, okay? So you have to click this little button to go back to the main panel. And you can scroll around and you can see down here, these are all the things we can do. And I'll read some of them to you for those that might not be able to see it. So we can do edit anything, add audio. This is how you can add music. Now, can you add Ariana Grande 5 Rings? I see it, I want it, I bought it. No, but this is free usable musics that you've also probably heard on lots of TikToks. They sound like elevator music. I'm gonna click it.
Does the paid version have other options?
This is what all the sounds sound like. Generic elevator music, but it works, right?
That's elevator music in Vegas, baby. That helps.
That's right. So anyway, music to add to your background when you're not talking. I sometimes added sound with talking, but we don't need to do that for this. Overlay. There's text, so you can add separate text. Maybe you want to put your phone number on the page, right? Or your name. There's an overlay option. This is how we can put your logo and your branding on every reel. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to click overlay, click add overlay. It's going to bring up all my photos, but hot tip, organize your photos. We're going to go down to the one that says real estate photos. Look at all my real estate photos. But here, look at this. I've got Tracy's in here. Think.
Wow. All right. Wait, okay. Hold on. What happened?
Blew your mind. I love it. Yeah. This was the whole point of today. So down, that's okay. So down at the bottom, you click overlay.
Okay, got that part.
And then when you click overlay, there's only one option, which says add overlay.
Okay.
Okay. And it's going to automatically bring up your photos app options. And you're going to pick your branding logo, which I recommend saving into a folder so you can easily and quickly access this without scrolling through 10,000 photos of every house and family member you've ever taken.
Also very valuable. Thanks, lady.
Mm-hmm. Everyone caught up on the adding the branding logo? Okay, so I'm just going to X out of this because we don't need it. So now the nice thing about the overlay is you can customize it. Notice it's not here at the beginning, but I want to add it to the whole video. So we're going to highlight the branding logo and you're going to drag this little white bar. I keep pointing at my phone like you guys can see it. This little white bar, we're gonna drag all the way to the left, and then we're gonna drag all the way to the right.
Sorry,
There you go.
no, it wasn't a speed.
But
That salt or you. Oh, crazy sauce, they are.
With it, throw.
I'm kind of sorry. My bad.
Sorry.
oh my god.
Kind of does, but it's on. Yeah. You just.
Just came in.
She just wasn't expecting.
Just the pie.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
So we're just gonna click on either side of it and press and drag. And you can drag it all the way to the end. You can drag it further than the end, but it doesn't know that. It will snap. When you're practicing with it, you'll feel a little snap on your phone.
So that goes both ways too, right? If
Yes.
you wanted it for a portion of the video. Only
That's right. You can change how long it shows in the video. The same thing with the text. You can minimize how long it's showing. So maybe you want your phone number only to flash at the start of the video and then your name to flash at the video. Yes.
You do like stuff on your phone number. Do you use the text over?
I use the text button.
Okay. And it works basically that.
It's the same. So here, I'll click text. There's add text. And then I'm gonna do Caitlin. If I could spell my own name, that'd be great.
Wise.
Jackson. Wow, this would be awesome. Yo,
Did you just say 2 eyes?
I did with 2 eyes. Yeah, well, he spells my name wrong every time. So here we are. I broke my acrylic in the door this morning, and now all of my texting is thrown off. I don't know if anyone gets
no.
acrylic nails.
Click, you need it.
It's gone now. It's gone now. I'm all thrown off. Anyway, so I wrote my name, and then I'm gonna do my phone number. And then while we're here, we can pick fonts and styles and stuff like that. So look, they have templates. We're not gonna use these right now, but you could.
So easily impressed, aren't we?
Look at, so I clicked fonts. Okay, I saved my fonts, but my CapCut's having some issues right now, so I have to go find my favorite font. Fortunately, it's at the top of trending because I'm a trendsetter. Okay, right? And I have a style, okay? If you guys have ever watched a video of mine, it has to be purple. So I'm going for the white highlight around the outside. And I'm just gonna scroll over. Purple.
Missed it. Oh.
I did not.
She knows exactly where that purple is.
And then, so now look, I can drag it around. I can make it larger. I can make it.
So it's just it's kind of like you can do that on Instagram too, but this is like.
You can,
You can just do it all in one place.
you
And
can.
then you could use it multiple places.
That's right. And then you save it the one time. The problem with working on like in TikTok or in Instagram is that they want to save with the watermark.
Right.
And then when you repost it to somewhere else that it didn't have the watermark on, it gets downgraded because their AI knows it has a TikTok watermark on Instagram and it's not being pushed out to as many people. So really, I recommend making it in a clean third party and then posting it
Well,
elsewhere
then
later.
you have it to use for later too.
That's
We can
right.
Chop up for later if you want
Yes,
to just use a
That's
portion.
right.
Hey, I have a question.
Oh,
It's
so
actually-
did Lauren.
Go ahead, Lauren.
You ask your question because I'm gonna ask, will you do for us?
Oh,
Okay.
yes, I will.
Back to the overlay, right?
Yeah.
Text is also an overlay, but with the picture. Wouldn't that be where, do you remember when we did a video and I was like, have you ever had a blah, blah, blah? And I held my hand up and we put a picture of like, for
Yes.
example, a bowl or something in your hand.
Yes.
That's where you would use that,
You
right?
could do that too. If you ever, maybe you're teaching about, I don't know, home inspections. And you're like, hey, did you know in the winter that you should put a foam cap over your hose bib so it doesn't freeze? And we did that. And we had a picture of one of the little foam caps appear in Tracy's hand. So if you like doing that sort of integration, you could absolutely do that. Yeah, great.
Teamwork, I guess. Teamwork, I'll take one line.
Yeah.
Okay, so like do one that like, people like they smack the camera, it looks like it, and then something else, like
You're
they
funny.
change like outfits or like they spin the bottle and then it takes them.
Did you see?
Yeah. It takes them from one place to the other place. Show us that.
Okay,
Or they actually did that with
I think
the playground. I was at the playground and I don't know how they did it, but.
all right.
Yeah, the transition.
I like that you asked that because Lisa and I took some videos for transitions earlier, so I'll show you how to do it with two people.
Go like under.
Yes,
like,
yes.
the-
I don't have video for that,
Okay.
but I could make it later if you want to do it together.
Okay.
But here's one for the slap the phone, okay? I'm gonna just play it as is, so you're gonna see mine. I take 2 takes. This is where we said, take as many takes as you want. And then you just cut out to the part that you like,
Okay.
right? And then Lisa has 1 or 2 on here too. So here we go. I'm gonna mute the sound so you guys don't have to hear us talking in the background because I'm coaching Lisa how to do it. She's never done a reel before. So here. Slap.
Okay.
Hi, look how cute I am. Hi, slap. Hi, look at me. And I told, look here, so Lisa's gonna try it.
Oh, well, there.
Hi, Lisa, slap. Oh, wait, was that okay? Let me try it again. Yeah, no, I feel bad at Lisa's expense for laughing. But this is what it looks like, right, guys? This is what it looks like before you've edited it. Okay, we did it. I'm like, haha. All right, but here, so now.
She didn't really want to hardly slap. She was like, she's probably like, Caitlin, what do I, what is it? Yeah.
I feel bad we had a little chuckle at Lisa's expense, but this is what y'all are gonna look like doing the same video.
Yeah, nothing to love for her. I don't feel bad.
So here it is.
Right? And
So
then-
here's what I'm gonna do. So,
So I mean, you're gonna put her hand on top of your hand.
right, so this is the clip that I like right here, this one. So I'm gonna slowly, I am pressing and holding on my video and I'm slowly dragging to where I find, I'm gonna hold my hand over the camera.
Okay.
So I'm highlighting, I'm gonna split. I'm gonna delete this part because I don't need that. Right? And then I'm gonna go to the end where I'm gonna slap, I slapped. I'm gonna press, split, delete.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, and now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pick the one for Lisa that we like. Okay. Here, I think she did a good one on the second try here, so we'll start
Her rings are in the way.
here. It's okay. I'm gonna show you what we can do.
All right.
Okay, so she slapped, she waved, ha 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 ha. Ha. And that's kind of cute, so I'm gonna leave it.
It is cute.
Okay,
So you go to the part, you take the line to the part you want to split.
and then you split
You hit split and then you delete after
the
part you don't
before and the after. So here's what it looks like. So here's what it looks like now. Hi, oh, look how cute I am. Right. Slap, leave.
You did it. That's it.
Yeah.
I know.
So you just split it where you want to be.
Yeah. So just for
Oh, everyone's mind.
circling back around, if you're standing in front of a house and talking, you could do it without, you could do the same thing by yourself, not having Lisa,
Yeah.
and say, hey guys, let's check out this house
Drama,
and have,
not in my
Yeah.
pajama.
the only thing I will say is, one, if you're gonna do something like that where you're changing your appearance, like with a snap or something or a clap, make sure you
spot.
mark a spot on the floor with blue tape or something. So,
Where you're standing.
and all you gotta do is the same concept. You're standing there and you do the,
Great tip.
and then
And you can use the tripod so it never moves.
your brain, your brain will it's a weird concept, but it's just a quick, it's a quick edit, but your brain accepts it
Yeah.
as a smooth transition, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But yeah.
Yes, Jen.
Okay, so, in this case, it's 2 different people. but
Yeah.
To what Keith's talking about, where you're doing it yourself, then you're editing 2 videos together.
Do
Yeah.
you want me to record that right now and
Alright.
show you?
Here's what I wanna know first before you do all this.
Yeah.
All this is wonderful and great. I love it. It's cute.
Yes.
But it seems like it's gonna take like 30, 45, an hour out of my day. I don't have time. Do you offer this if I just send you a video?
That's true. I do that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will say though, as you do it, it gets a lot
I know,
quicker. a
because
lot-
I know, and Jennifer, let me tell you
It's the
something.
same way.
I have dreaded this. I've seriously dreaded this. I was ready to hire someone because I have a move for my life that I'm gonna make. And it involves heavy video. and I was ready to hire somebody. I'm looking at this going, this is so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. I think if we get in and play with it, I'm so excited.
You will. Once you
Going home
learn
and make videos.
you can do it.
Yeah, because I think it'll be so much faster than you realize.
Yes, I mean, I actually use CapCut Pro, believe it or
Yes.
not. And I've edited my own videos, but I mean, it's taking me like 30 minutes to do it. I don't have 30
One
minutes.
comment,
It-
I have a degree in this.
I have a
So
bonus.
I overthink it way too much. I've gone to it where I'm not even editing my videos anymore. Because, except for just the very beginning where I'm.
Right, and then
whatever-
just here it is. And
because
honestly, people don't
all
care.
at the end of the day that matters is you're putting out something with your face and info on it.
Yes.
You know, obviously,
I will.
there's ways to make it fancy and do all that, but at the end of the day, the goal is just get your face
Right.
out.
Yes, I will say it might take me 20 or 30 minutes to edit a video, but also I have a particular need in how I want my video to look, right? If you're not feeling that, you just want, I made a video and it's out, that's okay. I'll also say, I know I said this and I think I might have even said it to you the last time I did a Reels video. I'm positive y'all have 30 minutes in the day and it's when you're sitting on the toilet.
Or in an open house.
Or at an open house. You should be making phone calls at an open house.
I'm kidding.
Nailed it. So here we are. So here's the video, right? So we like the video. I want to show you guys one more thing because like we said, sometimes we don't like the color. Maybe it feels washed out. I want to show you guys how to add a filter. This might just add vibrance to the video and bring out the actual color of the scene, right? Maybe you're showing a house that's a little bit on the darker side. Let's bring out some vibrance in it. So we're going to come down here to all of our options. And if you scroll over, there's this little 3-ring circuit called filters. Okay. And it's going to give us a lot of options. Clear 2 is my favorite. Watch what happens to the video when I use Clear 2. Okay. This video might not be a good sample of using Clear 2. Let's see what happens if I put it, oh, there, you can see it. We'll make it bigger so you can see. Look how bright it is. I'm going to play it and I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to change to dull. Did you guys notice that difference?
Yeah.
For some people like me, that's a big deal. For some people, they won't care. But I've taught you a little extra trick. Maybe you're in a dark, dim place. You can add some vibrance to it. Just a thought. And from here, you can be like, oh, I want to add, oh, here, first of all, I don't like that. So I'm actually going to slice out that one little nip of my palm because I think that's awful. Click, come on. There we go. So you can add text again from here. You could add your branding. We saw a reel that we're recreating for this. It's the 3 of us. We have a buyer seminar coming up. Lisa, myself, and then Meg O'Donnell is our insurance broker. And I'm gonna put our names on it. And it's gonna say, meet your hosts. And then it's gonna be Caitlin Jackson, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll say Lisa Penny with Movement Mortgage. And then Meg's would be on it too that says Meg O'Donnell at Meg's Best Insurance. And then the last clip will be something that says probably the advertisement for the home buyer seminar that says join us for a free brunch on May 17th. So that's where my brain was going with this reel, which is why I had those clips to show you guys today. Is there another kind of clip you guys want me to show you before we leave?
Can you show the 2 video thing in case I ever do decide to do something like that?
Describe it again.
Like one you're talking about where like you change clothes, like Lauren said, so you have to
Yeah.
use the same spot. And how do you add a second video into your editing is what I really.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to show you in front of my tripod how to record that video.
Okay.
Do you want
Right?
to change, do you want me?
I don't have clothes to
You want to
change
change it to
into.
me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. Alright,
Covered
so-
in hair, both dog and human, sorry.
So you guys can't see the screen, obviously, but we're gonna record it, and then when I'm done.
And
Oh, we can.
we see you on
I
Facebook.
didn't know if I could record and do that at the same time. So here we go.
I'm loving your outfits, Tosh.
Horrible. Caitlin, the skirt. Where's it from?
TJ Maxx.
It's really cute.
Slash maybe Burlington, I don't know, I just go in and I raid their racks every couple of
It's a
weeks.
good like summer realtor.
Thank you,
outfit,
I
you know?
really, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna. And then it's the transition, right? I have to think about how we're gonna do the transition, so.
What you could do, you could just step away from the camera, change your clothes.
You
and
could
come back
just
and
step off camera and then be like, hey, and now I put something different on, that's an option.
Yeah, put on the black.
Yeah.
Black sweater.
Right,
Yeah.
and I have the video recording this whole time, I haven't turned it off.
Okay.
Don't turn it off, because every time you go, "Oh, I didn't like it, and then you have to start again, like.
You're just creating trash. You're gonna, if you
You're
just
just
save the
gonna
whole thing,
delete
it's
it
just these
anyway,
parts you don't want, and then they're gone. I love that.
Right, so. Then I'm gonna go away, and then I would put my jacket on. Man down.
What?
Oh, your ears.
It's a good look for you. But it's like the pink costume.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can find a way to get you one if you want one. Something dumb, right? For you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna take this off now. 'Cause it's hot here. That's fine. Alright, and I know we're going over on time, so please don't feel like y'all have to stay if you don't want to stay for the edit.
Oh, we want to.
So we just recorded the video, so we're gonna go back into CapCut. Alright. We're gonna click new project. We recorded the one video, this is the video that we just recorded. Alright, so I'm gonna, and I like that it plays the sample for you, so if you did take 30,000 videos, you could watch to see which is the right one, right?
So, Kayla, why wouldn't you use the trim right there, or would you?
You could,
And that just stops it just while you're.
when
while
you're, yeah,
while you're
so
playing it,
I
you go
could
to-
trim it. I could trim it here.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Yep, so here we slow, okay, here we go. Oh, look how cute I am, huh? Alright. So now I've trimmed it and it's saving that trim, which we already cut a minute off of just doing that. You asked, how do you do more than one video?
Yes.
For this instance, we didn't take more than one video, but you could just click the little dot up here to select more than one,
Oh.
or we'll go add, and then so we're here, or you can click this little button here.
Okay.
And sorry, there we go, a little button, then you can add more from here. And it's gonna put them all in order at the end. Oh, wait, we picked the long one, but it's gonna pick all of them.
Where's the, I don't see them on there.
Because they're at the end, and we picked the 5-minute video by mistake.
Oh,
So here's the long video, the interview. Here's this little silly one. And here's Lisa, and then here's the one we just did.
Okay.
And then so y'all can't mess up. There's an undo button.
Oh, nice.
I love undo buttons.
Undo,
Don't you wish we had a life?
undo, just deleted all of that. So now we're back to our one video. Oh, hi, how cute. All right, and look at this. Even though we cut it before,
No,
I can bring it back.
you can't mess up. You literally.
You really can't. As long as you recorded it, you can't mess up.
Well, and what's kind of great too is like, even if you want to delete the whole thing and start over, it hasn't messed up in your photos.
That's
Like,
right.
That's right.
what I like with this app.
Yeah, whereas if you're doing it right on, I'm talking about right on Instagram or wherever, when you mess up,
You can jack it up and then
Yeah.
you've jacked up your whole.
Right, that's right. So I just split it. This is where I've stepped off the page off the screen. I put my hoodie on here. Look at. So I'm gonna delete the big section here, which is blank. Delete.
Okay.
And now I walk off. Then I'm gonna go away.
Oh.
Nice.
And I walk off. And the funny part would be, right, what if we clip it? What if we clip it? I'm gonna duplicate. There's an option to duplicate.
Why?
Press and hold. Look, they got little tiny squares. Gonna drag it. I'm gonna change back into pink.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I just gotta find me walking on to the camera. Which I don't even know if I had.
You didn't walk on in the beginning. You
I
just-
didn't, you're right, I didn't, but maybe I walked off at some point.
You could backwards yourself walking back on, couldn't you?
I can. You could flip the whole thing if you wanted, but it would be funny because the text in the background wouldn't make sense. Oh no, this is good, right? Here we go. This is it. This is it, right here. I'm splitting. I'm cutting. Then I'm gonna go away.
This is a game, like,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty special right there, Caitlin.
That's pretty, the app is, I just know how to use it.
So I split it after what I wanted. Then
The splitting is just deleting. Think of split as like splitting into the parts you want to take out. You're always
okay, so I want to
splitting
split the
the
parts
part
out.
out.
I think what I've been doing is splitting the parts I want. And you're saying the opposite.
Yes.
Split the parts you want to take out.
Yes.
That's right.
You're marking for deletion.
That's it, like, my mind's blown now.
Yeah.
I'm done.
My visual would be, imagine if you have a piece of paper that you have 3 different color blocks on.
Uh-huh.
And you cut up the piece of paper, so
Yeah.
now you have 3 blocks. Well, normally they'd be, you know, pink, red, yellow, but you want to rearrange them, so now you can just move the pieces or take them away.
Okay,
Is that
yes.
a visual?
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah,
I'm down to 3K, and I'm sure Riley could get on here and do this, and she's like it's flat,
Yeah.
but me at 40, I'm like, oh wow.
you got it, you're doing it.
Cutting construction paper.
That's right. But so that is, I would say, the beginnings of CapCut. I encourage you really just to play around with it. You, like I said, you can't mess up because you can always undo. You can even make copies of videos that you really like if you go back to the main page. So it saves automatically. Here's all my reels that I've worked on. You could come over to these dots on the side and be like, wow, I really liked that reel, but I want to do that same thing later with different information. Like this one where I'm dancing like a goofball. I'm gonna copy it. You can duplicate. So it's made a copy.
Oh, and then you
I can now edit the new copy any way I want. It's all the same video that I already labored over editing. And now I just have to say, hey, something, something interest rate,
Yeah, you're
something,
only
something
changing the
house,
text
house.
at that point. right?
That's right.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's it. So here, like I'll show you. This is the one we watched this video on my page. What do we do? What can you ask for as a buyer, right? But maybe we change it to,
Did you know if you can't find your perfect house, I will.
right? You could change it to that, or I like how we have, I've set it up already. It has, here, I'll show you what text looks like. These aren't captions. This is text that I manually entered. So I've changed how long each one is there based on how much reading there is,
How did
right?
you do that? Did you just expand it? Like you typed in what you wanted and then you dragged your thing to make it bigger?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you could drag, I could make this part smaller now. And then if we go to play the video, it disappears.
So making it smaller and bigger only does, it only controls how long it's on there.
Correct. And then what I did for all the rest is once I made one that was a length I liked, I just again duplicated and then changed the text in each one. So I'm not adjusting each one every time it appears on the screen.
Where are you changing the text? Where do you? take
Yeah.
out the word?
So here you click up at the text and it's going to give you the text box.
Oh, okay.
So let's see, what's a list of things that we should tell people on our reels? What's a list of things? What about 5 things not to do when buying a house? Done.
Number 1.
Done. Then we're gonna go over closing costs. What do we do when what should we not do when buying it?
Do it alone.
We're gonna
That could
save
be
that for
last.
the end, right?
be last.
That's the last one. What's the
Last
first thing?
Make a big.
Don't,
Make a
don't,
big purchase. Good one.
yep,
Make a different, a separate.
don't charge anything.
Do what?
Some shade is what it was.
Don't expect about brand new house when you're buying one that's been around for a while, like.
Don't
people have crazy expectations.
quit your job.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, what else do we do? What don't you do when you're buying? Shouldn't buy
Don't
it.
need to pay off stuff either.
Don't what?
Don't need to pay off stuff either.
Don't assume you are, don't automatically pay off debts.
Don't finance that new walk.
Right, well, we said don't charge it
Don't
already.
make
We said
purchases.
don't charge it, don't quit your job.
Yeah, don't do any, what was it? You have a good point that we need to get out. We gotta shorten it.
Let's see,
Don't,
I'm gonna do don't skip the pre-approval.
Don't make any big money transfers.
don't move money. Yeah, don't play with your money.
We're gonna do don't,
Be late on a payment.
yeah,
There you go.
oh,
Don't have a late,
Don't-
don't
yeah.
have a late payment.
don't have a late payment.
Because
All right, that, yeah, that's fine. One more, well, we need one more and then, don't go at it alone.
don't do it alone.
What else do we tell people not to do?
Don't settle. What about don't settle?
Yeah. Don't settle. All right, and then the last one. Don't do it alone. I have to enter down because my box is shaped a certain size to fit here. And I'm gonna go down, call me. Okay, so now this is what our reel looks like. Oh, sorry, it's loud.
That's all right.
So this is what it looks like. So see how easy that was from the first video that we worked so hard on? Now all we did was took less than 5 minutes to change the text, save it, upload it, move on.
Very cool. All right. I learned a lot today, Caitlin. Thank you. I'm sorry.
And as always,
Every time
call
you
or
do this,
text
I want
me
you to come back
anytime.
Next week, we need to schedule like a whole day with Caitlin.
Listen, I'll do it. Call me. I'm ready.
Awesome. Thank you, Caitlin.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah,
Thanks.
seriously,
Thank
call or
you.
text me, ask me questions anytime. I want you to succeed on your reels and videos.
All right, did it. You did it. Did it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you guys need CE hours, we are coming up on the deadline, June 10th. We've got in-person here. We've got in-person in Fuquay. We've got in-person in Fayetteville. I've got some virtual classes, Gen Up, Bick Up. So the Real School NC, check it out. And thanks for hanging out today. Hope it was fun. Grab some lunch.
No, my daughter home from the wall. I might take lunch for
Yeah, I would see you teaching that, like. It was the most fun interactive TV I.
Did you do that or is back? So I gotta go fix it.
Drag it, yeah.
Okay, stop your video.
Cool.
Now you gotta, you're highlighting this audio already.
Yeah, it's really good. I could see you doing.
Right, now trash can that part, because we don't need it. Now click your sound again,
Yeah.
and now we have to click and drag until it matches up with the reading.
Yeah, I went yesterday.
Did you feel how it snapped? Yeah, so there, now you. I do. There you go. All right, now, where did it? How would I find the
Picture thing that I did where I said the.
So go up there, like the bottom.
Yes.
Fun. That is, yeah. So go down to the back. There it is. Now you click and drag it or extend it. There you go. And you can do whatever you want.
I think. With my sister Andrew got her
First, it was the sandwiches are always.
I've been doing
Sad.
videos now.
Yeah.
What's up?
I didn't get to do voice, you know, yeah. Okay, I can show that.
Yeah, very good. Always better.
When we did even get to, so we outside, we're like doing transition.
Yeah, it's one's joy.
People look at one thing, breakfast, you know, they okay, so I'm down to edit, that's your. I've been thinking.
I love that direction.
Video, and then any video. You got. So you really text audio and whatever you type in. It will ask you. It's all straight down. Yep. So then you type in blah, 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 blah. How do you?
I'm best. How are you?
Oh, good.
Sorry, I'm trying to make you wait here. Can't talk.
Yeah. And then down here, it's giving you your voice on it, so you want to turn your volume up. And then you're gonna go.
Tea.
Arch, this way. And then so you just like, next, right? And it's gonna automatically put it in there. So now when you go play, it's going to play like this. And then anything else you kept saying, you can continue with it. So then you have to talk the video. I'm sorry, today, and I'm no, that is, I like action, but there's limited choices. You guys only want, yeah, okay. No, I don't really have it, how I should, okay. I'm thinking that to watch you jump, like,
Oh, yeah.
around here, remember, well. Maybe. All the way, like, I was like, I'm gonna get there. Yeah, which one is it? Yeah. Yeah.